Coming to you from Pennsylvania Leadership Charter School's Studio B in Westchester, Pennsylvania, it's the October 14th edition of The Portal. Today's special guest is high school business and technology teacher and internet historian, Mr. Jason McLead. And now, here's your host, Mr. Graham Osborne. Hello and welcome to The Portal, your place for PALCS news and interviews with interesting PALCS teachers. I'm Mr. Osborne. Let's get started. Here's some announcements for you. The Southeast region is going on a Highland Orchards trip on October 15th. That's for grades K through 5. You'll travel by hayride to the orchard, where you will pick apples to take home and enjoy a snack of cider and donut after learning how apples are stored and cider is made. Don't forget to register ahead of time. The Southwest region has a middle school live event on October 17th. Middle school students are invited to spend the day at the landings in Pittsburgh to complete their schoolwork with their classmates. Teachers will be working with students in the morning, and the afternoon will be a time of learning fun with on-site middle school club choices. Are you a Steelers or an Eagles fan? Well, you can take a tour of either Lincoln Financial Field in Philly or Heinz Field in Pittsburgh on 11 a.m. on October 17th as part of a PALCS field trip. October is National Bullying Prevention Month, so here's a clip from our guidance department.
To be humble, to be kind, it is a giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend, to give in such a way that has no end. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. And to be bold, to be brave, it is the thinking that the heart can still be saved. And the darkness can come quick, the dangers in the anger and in the hanging on to it. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other, nothing more. And tell me what it is that you see, a world that's full of endless possibility. And heroes don't look like they used to, they look like you do. Treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other, nothing more. We are how we treat each other, nothing more. We are how we treat each other.
In light of that, Guidance is sponsoring a lip sync contest to the song Nothing More by Alternate Roots. Submissions are due October 22nd, and winners from elementary, middle school, and high school will receive a Visa gift card. You can send your clips to Mrs. McGinty in Guidance at smcginty@staff.palksmail.org. Our guest today is Mr. McLead. If you would, welcome Mr. McLead. Thanks for coming, Mr. McLead.
Thank you for
All
having
right, yeah. So, how long have you been here at Palks?
This is my second year at Palks.
Second year, okay, so kind of a newbie, but you're getting situated?
Yes, I come from a traditional brick and mortar school.
Oh, okay. So what do you teach here at Palks?
I teach computer science and business, and courses I'm teaching right now are HTML. I also teach mobile programming and Intro to CAD.
All right, wow, that's a lot of stuff to do. Okay. How do you teach that kind of stuff online?
Computer science is rather easy to teach online, given basically all the technology that we have here at Palks. For instance, the mobile programming course I'm teaching, we use MIT's App Inventor. In fact, we actually use App Inventor too. And it's a really neat program because it's actually designed to teach students, to introduce them into programming, not so much the syntax of programming, but rather the thought process.
Pretty cool. What's your favorite thing about teaching the courses you teach?
The amount of creativity I get from the students. I really feel fortunate about the type of courses I'm teaching, because most of my courses I'm allowed to actually let the students pick what they want to create, and I really think I'm fortunate because I've gotten some really neat work from my students. Very interesting work, real creative and.
That's great. When you let the kids, come up with their own stuff, they really do surprise you a lot of the time, don't they?
Yeah.
Some great things. We're going to move into 3 questions. I've got 3 questions for you here. What is your favorite website?
Favorite website? Oh, that's a hard one because there's so many good ones. One I'm using a lot is webarchive.org. I've been using it as a reference a lot. I've been looking at it a lot. Basically what it is, it's an archive for just about anything on the internet, which is really nice because you can go back and you can visit websites from back in the 90s, see what they were like. You can visit them from just a couple years ago, see what they were like.
That's a little scary.
There's also a lot of game emulators on it. Old console game emulators on it, which are nice. There's video, there's books, it's amazing the amount of information that's on that one website.
That's cool. I'll have to check that one out. Are you a Mac or a PC?
Oh, tough call. At home, I use a Mac. I also have a computer with Linux. Matter of fact, Linux Mint. I'm surprised how much I like that operating system. But I have to say Mac because every time, during an interview, because every time I say Mac gives me a nickel every time I say Mac.
Okay. Mac. Hopefully it'll work for me too. Last question, do you think you could bend an iPhone 6 with your bare hands?
Well, given feedback I've gotten from our IT department, as often as I break equipment here, yes.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. Well, we have a typing challenge we had you do earlier today, and we have a clip from that. If you are familiar with our typing challenge, we move the keys around a little bit to make it a little difficult for our teachers, and they have to type a specific phrase that you'll see on the screen coming up here. So let's take a look at your results.
That machine was vintage. It was actually rather sweet.
Yeah, it looks it.
It was. It took me back to college. I used to teach typing. Now I know how my students, would feel when they weren't used to using a QWERTY keyboard.
Oh, well, that's time. And we totaled up your points, and if we remember, the point value is the number of correct letters and spaces minus the number of incorrect letters or spaces, and you got a 37. 37, which puts you, I think, in 3rd place, but hey, it's a tough challenge. So,
I'll take it.
Thank you very much to everyone. That is our show for today. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time on The Portal.